Now, LIN buses, they've got baud rates. Most modern ones run at 19K, but sometimes you run into 10K or some other weird off-the-wall speed. A lot of the time, we just don't know what we're working with, right? And honestly, I don't want to dig through menus looking for some oddball rate I might see once in a blue moon. So I designed a dual mode solution. First up, the blind guess mode. Basically, you just hit the restart button a few times, and the tool rapidly tries to lock onto the right baud rate. Notice those M and S boxes on the screen? Those stand for the measured baud rate and the standard baud rate. And by the way, to make sure this thing is dead accurate, I didn't cheap out with an RC oscillator. I don't know how hot or cold your shop gets, and thermal drift will completely throw off your readings. So I slapped a proper SMD crystal oscillator on there. That standard baud rate, it is locked in tight. Of course, if the bus is just too noisy to get a clean read, or you already know exactly what rate you need, I put a DIP switch right on the side. 19,200, 10,417, 9,600, or 4,800. Boom. You can manually hard set it whenever you want. Alright, so you've got the baud rate sorted out, but you're probably thinking, 10 lines of data on a screen and it's constantly scrolling. My eyes can't even keep up. And you're right. A lot of the data on the bus is just repeating itself anyway. That's why I threw in a show changes only mode. You just hit the mode button, and the screen only updates when the data actually changes. When you're trying to track down a problem, this lets you see right through the noise, instantly. What's that? You're saying the changes are still too fast, and a couple of values keep bouncing back and forth? Okay, no problem. Just flip it over to Watch ID mode, punch in the exact ID you want to look at, and the whole world goes quiet. You just focus on that one, single ID. Now, sometimes the bus is going to throw an error, right? Maybe it's electrical noise, or maybe a slave node is spitting back a fault. What are you going to do? Record all the data, dump it onto your PC, and spend hours analyzing it. Look, I hate hassle. I've got a way more direct way to handle this.